Hello and welcome to India Today SoSouth. I am Sanjay Ponnappa.
And this is Maruti Acharya, and today we are here to react to the trailer of Jack. Starring Starboy Siddhu Jonnalagadda, Vaishnavi
DJ Tillu.
DJ Tillu Peru. Oh. Starring Vaishnavi Chaitanya, and the movie is directed by Bommarillu Bhaskar. Bommarillu Bhaskar because he also directed Bommarillu. And the movie is produced by Sri Venkateswara Chitra. The trailer is on the channel. And also we will put the link in the description below. Do check the trailer as well. Now, Sanjay, I think you watched DJ Tillu and Tillu Square, I think.
Siddhu as a person, as we've seen him in a couple of other interviews, as well as the Rana Daggubati show. It feels like he is very much in his element when he's doing comedy.
Correct.
And even with Tillu and Tillu Square, which he also co-wrote.
Yeah.
Right. So the talent is very evident. Very excited to see what he does apart from Tillu, because Tillu Cube is also coming.
And also Siddhu Jonnalagadda's career trajectory is very, very interesting. His struggles, his whole career. If you want a video about that, please mention that in the comments below. We will put a detailed video about the career growth of Siddhu Jonnalagadda to Starboy. Now, Jack is here. It is the big movie for Siddhu Jonnalagadda because a lot of questions about whether other than DJ Tillu can Siddhu Jonnalagadda give a hit. So without any delay, let's first watch the trailer. We do a lot of reactions, reviews, discussions, analysis. Everything is on the channel. For you to get every update instantly, please like, share and subscribe.
North, East, West, South. 4 cities, 4 terrorists. వాళ్ళందరికీ లీడర్ అతావుర్ రెహమాన్. The mission is ours. No other agency should involve.
This is a serious movie, man.
రే మాకు తెలియకుండా వాడిని ఎవడు ఎత్తుకుపోయాడు.
ఎన్నిసార్లు చెప్పాలి సార్? అవన్నీ ఎప్పుడో జాక్ సార్కి చెప్పింది.
జాక్.
డ్రెస్ ఏంటి? వేర్ ఇస్ యువర్ బ్లేజర్?
ఓ సారీ, ఇంటర్వ్యూ నాకు కాదా, బ్లేజర్ కా. ఓకే. ఓ కొడుకు పుడితే వాడు లైఫ్ లో ఏమవుతాడు, ఎంతటి వాడు అవుతాడు? నీ తండ్రికి ఎన్నో కళ్ళు ఉంటాయి సార్. నాకు అర్థం అయింది, నీకు కొన్ని రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి మగాడిగా. అలా అని చెప్పి మరి పని మనిషిని గోకుతావా?
నాకెందుకో వాడు మన మేడం పెద్దలు పచ్చడి చేస్తారనిపిస్తుంది.
మరి ఇంకేముంది, అందరి రాత్మే జియా తెరి గోల్మే అని కానిచ్చి.
The classic Tillu dialogues.
ఏమైంది?
నడుం విరిగింది. పడిపోకండి, అలా కాదు, యాక్సిడెంట్ అయింది.
Whoa.
అయినా కంట్రీ ఇంత డేంజర్ లో ఉందన్న సంగతి తెలుసు కూడా మీరు ఇంత లేట్గా వచ్చారేంటి సార్? పేరెంట్ అనుకు వచ్చినట్టు. నువ్వు వచ్చేస్తావురా, కానీ మాకు మీటింగ్ లో ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ పర్మిషన్ అని 100 ప్రోటోకాల్స్ ఉంటాయి.
So he's not an agent.
ఈ మిషన్ పేరు మాత్రం మిషన్ బటర్ఫ్లై. మీ మిషన్ పేరేంటి? ఆపరేషన్ రెడ్ థండర్. చండాలంగా ఉంది. థండర్ ఎక్కడ రెడ్ ఉంటుందా సార్? ఏంటక్క నీ గోల? నాకు ఆ డ్రగ్స్ కావాలి, తప్పించుకున్న టెర్రరిస్ట్ కావాలి. ఆ తర్వాత ఎవడో జాక్ సార్ కావాలి. ఎంత మాట్లాడతావు నువ్వు? నేనే ఎక్కువ మాట్లాడతానంటే నాకంటే ఎక్కువ మాట్లాడుతున్నావు. వచ్చావా, కాల్చావా, ట్రైన్ నుంచి బాడీ బయటికి దిగేవాలంటున్నారు, కానీ ఇంత గ్యాప్ ఇచ్చావనుకో మ్యాప్ చేసి పాటు దిగుతా నాకు కొడక. మరి ఏదో పెట్టేసుకుంటే కమిట్ అయిపోవచ్చు కదా. అరే అఫ్షాన్ బేగం, ఇందులో తప్పు ఏమి ఉంది? బాకీ కూడా ఉంటది, కొంచెం రొమాన్స్ చేయాలి, అషికి లడాయించాలి అని. అరే ఇట్లా సగంలో వదిలేసి పోతే ఇట్లా ఆటోమీటర్ డౌన్ ఉంది. ప్లీజ్ కమ్ బ్యాక్ మేడం. దీని అమ్మ, ఈ మగ ముండా కొడుకులతోటి తిరిగి తిరిగి నా బతుకు మొత్తం సంకనాకి పోయినాయి.
సార్ పిలిచినారే?
ఈసారికి పెళ్లి కాలే
అయింది.
అయితే పోయి పెళ్ళాన్ని రొమాన్స్ చేయమని చెప్పు. నాకే ఎందుకు ఎక్కుతున్నాయి? నేను అంతా నచ్చినాయి.
So that is how Siddhu looks when he is delivering others' dialogues. Dialogues written by somebody else.
Now, without any delay, Sanjay, your initial reactions about the trailer.
See, I did not expect this film to be a spy thriller of sorts. So that certainly came as a googly for me when the trailer started. But that is still an interesting premise to set up your comedy around. Again, it's not like it fell far away. The comedy is much different than what we saw in DJ Tillu or Tillu Square. That effect is not there, and you could actually see a difference of what is happening in on the screen. It felt like a much more templated version of a spy thriller comedy film than what DJ Tillu did or Tillu Square did. Leaving the comparison aside, the film as a singular entity, it felt like it is a really interesting watch. It could be a really interesting watch. The core element of what is happening there was very nicely established, but at the same time, nothing about the story was established or revealed. So that is a really good thing about this trailer.
Starting with the trailer cut, I will say trailer cut is decent because it had that conventional old school trailer cut where we show all the elements that we are going to offer in the movie, so that for people who look for comedy, there's something about comedy.
Plug in that dialogue.
Dance வேணுமா டான்ஸ் இருக்கு, தில்ராஜு dialogue, fight வேணுமா fight இருக்கு, dance வேணுமா dance இருக்கு. So
romance வேணுமா romance
வேணுமா romance இருக்கு. So the trailer has that old school cut, so it looks decent, but some comedic portions, some action sequence also. In fact, I think they tried to keep it as natural and no green screen as possible, and suddenly out of nowhere, off late, when you watch any trailer or movie, if there is an action scene with less green screen, it looks more amazing than ever, all thanks to all the green screen productions that are happening right now. So this also looked fresh. But firstly, one thing is that I think the characters that Siddhu Jonnalagadda is playing, whether DJ Tillu or here Jack, I think he has a problem with any secret agents or any officials and their plans. He always, dismisses their plans, saying that this is the stupidest plan ever. Even in Tillu Square also, when Anupama Parmeshwaran comes up with hey, em laddula plan idi. Here also there is a similar dialogue where he's telling to Prakash Raj, this is the stupidest plan I've ever heard. So these kind of some portions is where it is very, very, it is the impression, again, it's not a negative thing. The impression that he has created as DJ Tillu is so strong in our minds that it is so difficult to detach. So in comedic portions, again, it's the same relatable Hyderabadi Hindi mix and all of that. And in fact, if you watch any of his interviews also, he's as spontaneous as this. But the character is written with some shades of that, some confusion, some interest, and the whole Hyderabadi connect, all of that is there. So it is nice.
I feel like it was, there was a clear difference and contrast between how the very end of the trailer was and the in-between snips of comedy that was there.
Exactly.
Right. So in between it felt more natural and more Tillu-ish.
Correct.
But by the end sequence felt like it was an actor performing a scene.
Correct.
So there is a difference, and I feel like in the comedy portions at least, there has been certain inputs given by Siddhu, or some spontaneity or improvisations that were made while the scene was being shot or something like that, where these quirky one-liners were just added at the moment by the actor. Could be. I'm not saying this is the case. It could have been the case. And similarly, there is a proper difference when he is performing a comedy scene written by somebody else.
Also talking about the dialogue, Sanjay, the dialogues, the flavor, Siddhu Jonnalagadda and his delivery of one-liners are on point, okay? It hits right, so which continues with Jack also. But again, I know after watching the trailer, I know a lot of people might also be talking about the cuss words that were used in the trailer and the trend of using this cuss words. I think even Vishwak Sen does that a lot in his movies, and now even Siddhu Jonnalagadda, that dialogue. So, see, it is all about whether the dialogue will make sense in the bigger picture, in the scene, with the intensity. For me personally, in this scene, I didn't find like the necessity of it, at least based on the trailer, I didn't see the necessity of using those dialogues, to be very honest. But if there are some scenes like where Rangasthalam or the Paradise trailer, the need of using that is very, very important. In Falaknama Das, it works because, again, you got the point right, but here it felt a little out of place or trying to cater to some audience, or a little forced into the narrative is what I felt.
Interesting point of view. Again, we'll have to see on the film, on the big screen, if that is sitting right or not. About the usage of cuss words, my point of view is that it's not about is it used right or is it used wrong. If the expression needs the cuss word, then it lands right. If it doesn't need, then you don't really have to go into the censor board and whole roundabout about cut that, cut this. None of that is required. It's as simple as that. You can't really see a film by Anurag Kashyap and the world he creates in without
Yeah.
cuss words, but that sits right there. But
Correct.
if in a Jab Tak Hai Jaan, Shah Rukh Khan starts speaking like that, it doesn't really sit right. It's as simple as that. It's about the world that is being created and the expressions needed over there. About the trailer, once again, the action sequences also felt like it is going to be a big part of the film. There's a lot of sequences, different sequences, so it is going to take up a lot of screen time in the film as well. The question here is, while some parts, the chase sequences and all felt natural for a film like this, there were some hand-to-hand combat action sequences, gunfights that were also there. The big question in my mind is, will Siddhu be able to pull off these sequences? Because when it comes to action, it is not very easy for, the heroes to be convincing. Not everybody can pull it off. It is a struggle, and there is, a certain amount of training as well as a certain amount of presence that is needed on the screen. So will Siddhu be able to do that?
Correct.
Will that also have just a comedic shade? What is going to happen over there? Because while comedy might be there, it felt like the sequences, the choreography were done with a lot of seriousness.
Correct.
So that is one question that is lingering in my mind. How will it look on the big screen?
And also with Bommarillu Bhaskar's direction, also with this trailer, one thing is for sure, for this movie to hit the right notes, the blend of comedy and the serious portions and the whole spy, the drugs, everything, it looks like a mixture at this point. But is it a very tasteful mix of everything in equal amounts, or if something goes up and down, if the proportions are not right, then there is a good possibility that it might tank. So that skepticism is definitely there.
In Chaitanya's case, is she just the romantic interest in the film, or is she playing a bigger role? Because in the trailer, you didn't really get to see her in the same frame as Prakash Raj and him, as in any action sequence or something. Maybe I've missed it. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section below. But it felt like, is she just limited to the romantic arc, or does she have a bigger role to play? And when I say romantic arc, yes, she could be taken in to play the damsel in distress or somebody he has to save or all of that into the action, and that is her being a part of the larger scale. But I am questioning if there is a bigger role than that.
Yeah, is she a typical heroine, or is there anything more that she can offer, like what she did for Baby? Absolutely, yes. So, what do you think about the trailer? Mention your opinions in the comments below, and we'll be watching the movie, taking the public reaction, and our review will also be out as soon as possible. Thank you for all the love and support that you have been showing us for our court review, Impuran review, all the movie reviews. Please continue to do that. And most importantly, your interactions and comments, expressing your opinions is very, very important, and it is really encouraging.
Yes. With that, I am Sanjay Ponnappa.
And this is Maruti Acharya.
And you're watching India Today SoSouth.